The inner ears. In row 1, start with 10 chain stitches, then turn, skip the first chain, and work 9 single crochets. Working into a chain, wrap the yarn around your fingers like this. Pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Make a slip knot like this. Now work 10 chain stitches. Yarn around hook, pull the yarn through the loop on hook. That's a chain stitch. Then continue to work 9 more chain stitches. Ten chain stitches are finished. Then turn, skip the first chain. We'll work 9 single crochets from the second chain. Insert hook through the back loop of the second chain. Hook the yarn and pull up a loop through the stitch. Yarn around hook, pull the yarn through both loops on hook. Place a marker in the first stitch. Then continue to work 8 more single crochets in the same way. Nine single crochets are finished. Row 1 is done. In row 2, turn the fabric and then work 1 chain stitch, 8 single crochets, and 1 increase in turn. Now turn the fabric and work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 8 single crochets. Place a marker in the first single crochet. Continue to work 7 more single crochets. Eight single crochets are finished. Remove the marker and work 1 increase in the last stitch. We need to work 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Row 2 is done. In row 3, turn the fabric and then work 1 chain stitch, 9 single crochets, and 1 increase in turn. Turn the fabric, work 1 chain stitch, then work 9 single crochets. Place a marker in the first stitch. Continue to work 8 more single crochets. Nine single crochets are finished. Remove the marker and work 1 increase in the marked stitch. We need to work 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Row 3 is done. In rows 4 to 7, turn the fabric and then work 1 chain stitch and 11 single crochets for each row. In row 4, turn the fabric and work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 11 single crochets. Place a marker in the first single crochet. Continue to work 10 more single crochets. Remove the marker and finish the last single crochet. Row 4 is done. Please repeat the same stitches of row 4 to complete rows 5 to 7 by yourself. Row 7 is done. In row 8, turn the fabric and then work 1 chain stitch, 1 decrease, and 9 single crochets in turn. Turn the fabric and work 1 chain stitch first. Next, work 1 decrease. Insert hook into the next stitch, hook the yarn and pull up a loop. Insert hook into the next stitch, hook the yarn and pull up a loop again. There are 3 loops on hook. Yarn round hook, pull the yarn through the first 2 loops on hook. Yarn round hook again, pull through the remaining 2 loops on hook. That's 1 decrease. Place a marker in the first stitch. Then work 9 single crochets. Row 8 is done. In row 9, turn the fabric first, then work 1 chain stitch, 1 decrease, and 8 single crochets in turn. Turn the fabric, work 1 chain stitch, then work 1 decrease. One decrease is done. Place a marker in the first stitch. Then we work 8 single crochets. Remove the marker and finish the last single crochet. Row 9 is done. In row 10, turn the fabric first, then work 1 chain stitch, 1 decrease, 5 single crochets, and 1 decrease in turn. Turn the fabric, work 1 chain stitch first. Next, work 1 decrease. Place a marker in the first stitch. Then work 5 single crochets. Remove the marker and work 1 decrease. Row 10 is done. In row 11, turn the fabric first, then work 1 chain stitch, 1 decrease, 3 single crochets, and 1 decrease in turn. Turn the fabric and work 1 chain stitch first. Next, work 1 decrease. Place a marker in the first stitch. Then work 3 single crochets. Remove the marker and finally work 1 decrease. Row 11 is done. In row 12, turn the fabric first, then work 1 chain stitch, 1 decrease, 1 single crochet, and 1 decrease in turn. Turn the fabric, work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 1 decrease. Place a marker in the first stitch. Next, work 1 single crochet. Remove the marker and finally work 1 decrease. Row 12 is done. In row 13, turn the fabric first, then work 1 chain stitch and 3 single crochets together. Turn the fabric, work 1 chain stitch first. Then work 3 single crochets together. Remove the marker. Insert hook into the first stitch, hook the yarn and pull up a loop. Insert hook into the second stitch, hook the yarn and pull up a loop. Insert hook into the third stitch, hook the yarn and pull up a loop again. Now there are 4 loops on hook. Yarn around hook, pull the yarn through the first 3 loops on hook. Yarn around hook again, pull the yarn through the remaining 2 loops on hook. That's 3 single crochets together. Break yarn, leaving a long end for sewing. Pull the yarn tail out. The inner ear is completed.